going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. This is going to be a huge and exciting video because I'm actually going to go over with you guys how you can make $1 million over the next 1 to 2 years without having to invest any of your own cash. Now, yes, that sounds absolutely crazy, but hear me out and watch the whole video if this is interesting and sounds interesting to you. Now, before I get into anything, this is not financial advice. I myself am not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only, and everything is alleged prices and investments and all that stuff is, for education and not for financial advice or what will happen or anything like that. This is all, we're predicting the markets, right, more or less. So if it sounds interesting for you guys, I'm literally learning how to become a millionaire over the next couple of years without investing any of your own cash, right, that you have in the bank right now. Stick around, right? So right over here we have Bitcoin, right? I just want to quickly recap, right? Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin over the last 11 years. Obviously, we've been going up pretty consistently. Now, just to put this into perspective, this is more or less the first major bull run we had, right? And that bull run went from 194 estimate to 20,000, and we had around 100x return. So you can see at the top 10,000%. At the top of the green, the blue square says around 10,000% over 800 days. Right, this is just an example, right? But we had a huge 100x return, right, and that lasted a couple years. And then from the top of 2017, December, at the bottom you can see the date, Monday, December 11th, 2017, we had a retracement of around 60 or 84%. So you can see at the bottom of that red square, 83%, 360 days average. That's the estimate, right? So basically, if you think about it, 1 year of the market being negative, and 1 year until the market actually reached the bottom, right, and reached a full, bottom that's never been hit again, right? So 360 days, remember these numbers. Right now, from then, right, we had another run up, the second run, right? This was 2019. This is when I got into crypto, for example. This is when I was buying Bitcoins and Ethereums and all that. But 3K all the way up to, realistically, this was actually the high right here, which we'll say, again, about 1,000 days. So 3 years of going up and profiting and higher highs, etc. Right? So another 3 years of the crypto market having a bull run. Now, if you look at the top there, you can see 2,100%. So again, we're up another 20x return. So the first run was, $1,000 would have turned into $1 million, right? Because it would be 100 times the money. Second run, 1,000 would have only turned into 20K, right? Now, there's a reason why I'm going over these numbers, but stay with me here, right? 65K. What happened from there was we had a year of negative. Now, think about this. Look at this, right? Boom, from the high to the low. Look at that. Again, minus around, now it's 77, so it's a little bit less. It's not 85%, but it's 77% retracement, right? We've come down to 371 days, right, of negative, of bear market, right? So 371 days again. So again, that's around the same number, because we're on the weekly chart here, so it's not going to be perfect to the day, but 370 days. So what does that mean? Another year of bear market. So again, the history is repeating itself, market cycles repeating itself. All these things are happening over and over again. So I want you to understand this, and this is the reason why I'm making this video, right? And from there, we had another bull market. So from here, 15K, 16K, we had another bull run up. Remember, the first time was 100 times. The second time was 20 times. Now, Bitcoin went and did 7 times. So at the top, 700%. 7 times. So again, 1K would have turned to 100K, then 1K would have turned into 20, then now 1K would have only turned into 7. So it's getting less and less, but the retracements are also getting less and less as well. That first bull run, it came down 85%. The second one, it came down 75%. Now the third one, I'm gonna show you guys what we're projecting here. So now we're, the bull run ended last year in October 2025, and we've been bearish ever since. Right now, we are expecting. We're already down 55%. Could this be the bottom? Possibly. I don't think it is, but 55%. What I would expect, because we had 85%, 75% retracement, I would expect a 65% retracement, which is right around here. And also, you see at the bottom where it shows percentage, it also shows the days. So, if we go by math, that is the prime entry point. 43K, 350 days. Which leads us to September 14th, my bad, 2026. So, before we forget and lose what we're looking at here, let's go and put a zone here. Boom. This is going to be your buy zone. This is going to be your prime buying zone. Because again, it's going to be around 60 or 55 to 65, 70% retracement. And it's also going to be around 300 to, we'll even do 400 days right here, 400 days. It shouldn't even go all the way over here. This is 500 days. It shouldn't even go that far. So realistically, we'll take that in a little bit. And we'll take this up just a tad. Boom. This is your buy zone right here. This is going to be your kill zone. Now you're probably like, well, Nick, okay, great. This is amazing stuff. Like, how do I capitalize on this stuff? Because I don't have $100,000, $200,000 to invest. Well, this is when the game plan comes into play. How do I change the color on this? Boom. We'll just do that. That's fine. Green little box. Right? This is, and this would be a perfect entry right here, because this is more or less a support zone from over here. So this is even better. This is like right here is like the kill zone, bro. I could even go even more right here. Boom. And just make that shit red if I want. That's probably gonna be even more realistic right there. But it could come over here. It could come to sub high 30s. Sub 40s, high 30s. Right, so this is gonna be your kill zone. Realistically, this is this. And this is this. Right? You guys see what you guys pick up what I'm putting down here? Right? This right there. Then you have this right there. And then we're gonna have the same shit right here. I'm gonna, this is gonna be the kill zone, of course, but I don't want it to be all messy. But boom, 85% retracement. Guys, this is fire right here. 85%. Let me get into this, bro. We're in here now. Not the best with the keyboards, bro. 85%. Here we're gonna be at 75%, and then here we're gonna be looking for 65%. It's probably not gonna be that simple, but you guys are catching the gist of what's going on here. So 85%, 75%. And then up over here, just to continue real quick before we go into how to make $1 million, this is going to be, oopsie. This is going to be 100x run. This, if you guys remember, 20x run. This is going to be over here. This was a 7x run. What we are going to expect here, and I know I'm prolonging the what you guys all want to hear right now, but what we're going to expect here we'll do the path. So we're going to expect right here as your entry zone. This is when we're going to buy. Then we're going to expect some type of move up of this nature. It probably won't be that long to the side, but something of that nature. That is actually just beautiful. And it's crazy because we said that this was going to happen at 3K, that it was going to go to 50 to 100K, hit 60K. Then at 15K, we said it was going to go smash 100K. No, like, it was easily going to go smash 100K because it already smashed 60. We went and hit 120. Now, I am realistically expecting this to go and hit $250,000. Realistically, very possible. Very, very, very possible. Probably won't happen in 2030. It'll probably be, obviously, 2026. This is the bear market right here. So this bull market is going to be from around here. It's going to be around 1,000 days right here. So yeah, honestly, that is probably what the chart's going to look like. Now, how to get 200K so that we can invest. How to get 200K so that we can invest. Not have to worry about paying it, spending it all to, pay it back right away, and putting some aside to pay it back. Listen, hear me out, right? Because this right here is 500%. So this is going to be, realistically, we're going to be looking at a 5x here. 5x, meaning you need, holy Christmas, I keep touching that thing. You need 200K. Please do not be calling me right now. No. Sorry, guys. You need 200K. Guys, stop calling me, please. Killing me over here. You need 200K to for potential 1 mil. Well, Nick, how the hell am I gonna get 200K? How is that even possible, bro? I don't have 200K. You might be sitting watching this video saying, dude, I have 2K in my bank. What the hell are you talking about? This is gonna be 200K for a potential 1 mil by October 2026. That's the kill zone. Again, right here. It's going to be your entry. That's going to be when Bitcoin is at 40K. Right? So I'm going to explain. Step one. You guys ready? Write this down. Step one. Hear me out. You're going to subscribe. No, I'm kidding. You're going to get a 700 credit score. Boom. Very simple. If you don't have a 700 credit score, you need to go to the Wealth Wizards Discord in the bio. Click on the credit repair section. Credits. And we'll get you that by October, of course. So that we can get you to that 700. We'll teach you how to do that. We master in helping people get their credit up. Credit repair. If you already have a 700 credit score, amazing. Step two, you're already past step one. You don't even need to worry about anything. That's gonna be the only kicker of this not using any money to get there. But if you don't have a 700 credit score, that's different, because you need to fix your credit. You need to get whatever collections that you have on there removed, which is totally possible. We're in July, August, September, October. You got 3 months, bro. 3.5 months. Plenty of time. But this is why I'm making this video now. Step two is going to be funding. So we can get you, not me, our team, right? Nothing here is guaranteed. Nothing here is financial advice, YouTube, please. 100, I would say 200 to 400K. Amazing. In funding. 200, 400K, 4 to 5 year payback term, and you're going to be chilling. And you're going to be like, oh, well, Nick, I got to pay it back, bro. I got to wait for Bitcoin to go up. How am I going to pay back the loan? Yada, yada, yada. Bro, if you get 400K, you're going to put 100 to 200K of that for example, if you get 400, you're gonna put 100 to 200K of that aside to pay back the first 2 years of the loan, guaranteed no matter what. As long as you're not an idiot, guys. As long as you don't go and take this money and just blow it all, that's on you, right? But I'm just telling you the smart way of doing this, right? You take 100 to 200K of it, you put it aside. You don't touch it. You use that to pay back the loan every month. You're gonna be building credit. A lot of good things are gonna be happening, right? Now, the other 200K, we're gonna do exactly what you're thinking. We're gonna hit Bitcoin at this kill zone. We're gonna hit Bitcoin at this kill zone. Statistically, in the next 3 months, from there, it's going to be bullish. Statistically. Step three. Step three. Step three. Step three. Invest. Invest. Flip. So, BTC. BTC / others. Ethereum, Solana, Ripple. We could do others, but if you want to just do BTC, you could just do BTC. Because BTC is the one that's following these patterns to a T. You invest, and you flip it with Bitcoin. So for example, take 200K. Let's say we're able to get Bitcoin right here. Right, this is just the math, guys. 40K. Boom. We get Bitcoin at 40K. 40K. 40K BTC buys. Now, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. 5 Bitcoin. 5 BTC. Ish. 5-ish BTC. We'll just say the goal is for you to get, because you're not going to get it exactly. 4 to 5 BTC would be your ideal. You know, if I could get that, then I'm big chan. 4 to 5 Bitcoin, right? With that 200K. 4 to 5 Bitcoin, 200K worth. This is how simple money is, guys. It's not difficult. 40K Bitcoin buys, 4 to 5 Bitcoin on average, 200K worth. From there, hold. Step 3, step 4, step 4, step 4. Hold for 1 to 2 years. Now, if Bitcoin goes to 80K, which that's so fucking, that guaranteed almost. I wouldn't say nothing's guaranteed, of course, but understand what I'm saying here. 80K is right here. Let me just show you guys, for example. This is exactly how money works, how investing works. That's 80K. From that bottom of that blue box to that top of that blue box means 80K BTC equals 400K. So now, if you wanted to, the numbers, right? We're just going to name this the numbers. The numbers. 80K Bitcoin. You invest at 40K. So that means you just doubled. The numbers, 200K. 80K Bitcoin, you just doubled your money. And you already paid back most of the loan. Because remember, you put aside 200K from the 400K that you got from the bank. Which again, if you're curious on how we do that, there's ways of being able to do that. You got to hit me up on Discord. Right? You're not just going to go to the bank and get 400K. But the numbers, 200K, now turns to 400K, just at 80K. So you could just sell it and pay back the loan that you want to pay back and be done with it. Now, if you want to be a little bit more risky, you wait till it gets back to 100K, 120K per BTC, which is the all-time high. So going from 40K to 120K, right? That's gonna be a 3x. So now your 200K is gonna be worth 600K. So at this point, you don't gotta wait, bro. You could take your money back and pay back the loan, build your credit, and get another loan, or you could just continue. Same thing goes on to the point where 160K, I'm doing all these numbers in my head right now, 160K per BTC is going to be around 800K. 800 grand, bro, that you took from 400K loan, and you only invested half of it, remember. 160K, and now the kill zone is probably going to be 200K. Honestly, 200K BTC, take your money and go, guys. $1 mil. I said it was going to go to 250K. If that does, then you'll be at around 1.3 million. But at that point, you know, the job is complete, right? You guys just printed $1 million, right? Taxes and all that, you'll have to take care of that too. But you basically just printed $1 million, right? I don't think you're going to be complaining. Right, so this is more or less the plan, guys. Again, nothing here is financial advice. This is all potential. This is all, you know, projection of what is possible if you were to get funding. If you are curious on getting your credit fixed, getting funding, how to be able to get to that funding, you need at least a 700 score. So getting that funding, and then also any questions about literally the plan. This is I laid this out pretty well, but the game plan on how to actually invest, when to invest. I could you know, man, I don't want to say anything too income claimy here, but just join the Discord, guys. Join the Discord. Reach out to me there. I'll answer all your questions there. We could talk, and you know, everything is going to be done by you. Everything that you do is going to be, you know, your risk that you guys are taking. But of course, I want you guys to really look at this and really think of the possibilities here, because the possibility of this happening is higher than it's not, in my opinion. My freedom of speech opinion. 700 credit score. Go to the Discord if you need credit repair. If you want to get the funding, go to the Discord. Hit me up. You know, I'll give you some information on how that's possible, and then we'll also show you, like, you know, or you could just go off of this video. But this is going to be more or less the plan, guys. 40K kill zone, 4 to 5 BTC, 200K worth. Again, worst case is if it takes 1 to 2 years, it could happen in 6 months. Honestly, 80K will probably happen in 3 to 6 months after the bottom is in. So this could all happen way sooner. So you could have this could all happen way sooner than you think. But worst case, 2 years, 1 year. But at the end of the day, you guys just printed money from using OPM, other people's money. If you guys never used other people's money before in your life, well, that's probably why you're staying and watching this video and trying to figure out how to print money. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is a game. This is a system. You know, you got to use OPM. I think Grant Cardone speaks about this all the time. Other people's money is the biggest way to be able to make money instead of using your own money, guys. It's not smart. Don't use your own money to invest. Well, do, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So, guys, these are the numbers. I hope you guys got hella value from this. This is just amazing. I just want to look at this chart here and just, you know, my mouth is salivating just by seeing this, because you got to also think, like, let's say you invest $1 million at 40K. $1 million, man. You know, you turn that shit into 5 mil. Just saying. Nothing's guaranteed here, guys. All projection. But join the Discord in the bio, guys. We have free trading calls going on 4 times a week that you guys can take advantage of as well. The Wealth Wizards Discord is going to be everything that you need to see from credit, from the trading results that we have, from crypto results that we have. Everything in that Discord is going to be hella valuable. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. Let me know if you guys are trying to run the play with us, and I'll catch you guys in 2029 when this actually happens. So, peace.